everybody, you know who it is. Southside Seduction, Velvet Jones, coming to you live and direct. Interesting post I saw on a social media advent or social media group. The question asked was, if you could eliminate the history and legacy of one professional wrestler, who would it be? And there were 6 choices. Those choices were Steve Austin, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, Ric Flair, The Undertaker, and John Cena. And strangely enough, a lot of people picked both Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair. And I think the reason that is because a lot of people remember Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair when they were still winning championships, but were way beyond their prime back during the Monday Night Wars. If you really want to know about professional wrestling and really want to know why it is like it is right now, check out Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair at least 10 years before the Monday Night Wars kicked off. Hulk Hogan, totally 80s. This was a guy who basically reinvented the superhero of professional wrestling. He was the guy who took on men who were bigger and stronger than he was. And at his prime, he was 6'6", 330 pounds. But Hulk Hogan picking people up and body slamming guys over his head greatly influenced a lot of professional wrestlers today. Ric Flair, styling, profiling, and the guy really could wrestle. And the sad part about it is people think Flair just falls on his face and gets beat up by people. But if you really want to get educated on Ric Flair, I tell everybody, check out Ric Flair's Trilogy with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat in 1989. A 3-match set that spanned between 3 pay-per-views that literally redefined NWA wrestling in the late 1980s and set the stage for the 1990s. Trust me, Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair's legacy should not be taken lightly. And I understand why a lot of people probably don't think that much of them. I was one of the people who didn't think a lot of the guys I really couldn't familiarize myself with. But when I did get educated on the likes of Pedro Morales, Bruno Sammartino, Nick Bockwinkel, Terry Funk, and even Harley Race, a guy who is criminally underrated as a world heavyweight champion, I learned to appreciate what they did for the sport. So before you condemn somebody's contributions to professional wrestling, if you love the sport like you say you do, go on WWE Network or find some other avenue or source to look up the greats of the game. And those greats, that list of greats, cannot be compiled unless you have the names Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair on it. What's your opinion? I'd like to know. Be sure to hit me up. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and follow me on Facebook. And I'll see you next time. Peace.